Hey, welcome to the Saturday Smoker. Today I'm going to be doing St. Louis spare ribs on my Old Country Brazos. We will be going through how I start my fire, manage the fire, season the pork, get the pork on the grill, and through all the steps until we're ready to eat. Thanks for coming along, and I hope you enjoy. The Old Country Brazos is an offset smoker, which means that your heat source is offset from your main cooking chamber. This is how it would be set up if you bought it new from Academy or directly from Old Country Smokers. What I like to do is I like to slide this off and I put it in and I angle the coal grate or grill grate that comes with it at an angle, which means that I can set the wood, the starting lump first down there, and then I put my splits on top of the charcoal, and I can feed the splits as they burn down. That keeps the really hot coals all centered in one spot. It also maintains that I get good airflow to my wood and my coals, and the ash that finally burns off of the coals falls down and I can scrape out as the cook goes on. The Old Country Brazos comes with two sliding racks that you can move in and out. In the bottom, I put the original coal grate that comes with the Brazos in the bottom to baffle the heat so that I get a good dispersion of smoke throughout the whole chamber. To start my charcoal, I use a Weber chimney. I've had this Weber chimney for almost 10 years. It's been fantastic. I highly recommend that you spend a couple extra dollars for the Weber chimney versus the generic one that you find at Meijer or whatever department store you have near you. This thing has been fantastic. It's been rust free pretty much its entire life. It's just now starting to wear out a little bit. At the bottom you can see some rust, but it still does a great job. It starts charcoal super fast. So let's get this going. Here's my tumbleweed. Get that going. I just set this on top. And that'll get this charcoal going, and then we'll put it in there. So my chimney is now started up to about here. You can see these are still black, but they're just almost getting to be coals now. The black on top is not started yet, but what I want to do is have some unlit charcoal when I pour these in. So when you're doing this, if you like your arm hair, make sure you wear your gloves, okay? So you can see in here that I have my base of charcoal. You can see the ones that are lit on the bottom. And I have the door open to the Brazos so that it gets good airflow going through. I'm going to take a piece of oak. I'm going to set it right on top, bark down, so that dries up, and then it'll start on fire when it's ready. So I just shut the lid to the firebox, and that fire is going, and heat is starting to come up into here. I have a water pan that I have for longer cooks. I'm not going to be using my water pan today for the short cook of ribs. So now I have all this area for cooking. It's very interesting that with the Brazos, with that heat baffle or the smoke baffle in there, this is actually closer to the hottest part of the grill because that heat comes underneath there and comes up like this. So I actually get a higher temperature here than I do actually here or even in here, because that heat is coming through there and coming up like this. And so pieces of meat that I have here will get done faster than pieces of meat that I have over here. So I'm going to shut my main cooking chamber, and then I'm going to make sure that my chimney is all the way open, so I have a good draw of smoke through from the cooking chamber or from the firebox to the chimney. So I should start seeing smoke come out of here, and then we'll come back to when the smoke is really coming out of here. I'll show you what you want for good smoke and what is bad smoke. So here you can see that the wood is igniting finally. You can see the bed of coals congregated at the bottom, and now we should get a really good smoke going out of the chimney. We want to wait till this chimney is not white smoke but clear smoke, or gray, and I'll show you what that looks like. So when you first get your fire started in your offset smoker, you're going to get this white smoke that's coming out of the chimney. You would think that that is the smoke that you want to have hitting your meat, but it's actually not. You want the smoke to either be clear or a light gray, almost translucent. So, alright, I have 2 racks of spare ribs. Sorry I can't get my head in the picture, you're just going to have to look at my belly and my hands. So, it's real easy, you just open them up. I try to open it up the wide end so that I can just pull them out and not get juice everywhere. Let them drip a little bit. Pull them out. And I leave them meat side down. Okay, we're going to be ready to trim now. We're going to just trim off this little piece of meat here. If you get full spare ribs instead of the St. Louis cut, there's a lot more to trim off, and you can save that for different meals and stuff. We usually save that and put it in a crock pot with barbecue sauce and have riblets or stuff for sandwiches or just on the side. It actually does taste really good. Okay, rubs. Whatever rub you decide to use, whether you buy a commercial rub, we buy the Stone Mill original barbecue dry rub from Aldi. We really enjoy it. They have several different kinds, spicy, bold and zesty. We really like this rub for just generic. I have little kids, so they don't really like it super spicy, and they complain all the time about the spicy stuff, so we just use this kind right here. We really enjoy it. And they do a good grind on it so it's not all cakey. So how I do it is I just, on the bone side up, I don't put a ton of rub, but I still put a little bit of rub just to give it some flavor, because there is some meat down here that you want to have seasoned. I just put my hand here to block it from getting on my wife's countertop. Get the meaty stuff. There's a meaty section like these two here. You want to get a good rub on there because that's going to build flavor in there. So, and this is my little trick. I let this sit on here and get moist, and then I'll flip it over so you don't lose any rub when it flips over. Now I do the front side, or the meat side. When I do the meat side, I go pretty heavy, or heavier.
I'll bring this guy at the table.
Or children are sitting down for breakfast, so you might hear them a little bit talking. And then I do the other side, other rib rack. And there you go. Now we'll let the rub soak into this side. You can already see it's starting to get darker here where the moisture from the meat is soaking up their rub. And when that's all done, then we'll be ready to get them on the smoker once the smoker's up to temp. Alright, well, we're ready to go. Here's the ribs. just wanted to show you that. Look at those bad boys. Look how great that looks. They're already starting to soak in. You can see that the rub is soaked in. So, looks pretty good. Sorry about the creaking. I'm going to move over here so you can see a little better. Okay. I'm new at this filming stuff, so just bear with me. So I'm going to open it slightly, called burping, and then I'm going to open it up. I take a paper cloth and wipe my hands. Looks pretty good, huh? Let's move you over here so you can see. Try to put them in the same spot on the grill so that they get the same amount of heat. About halfway through the first part of this cook, I'll turn them and switch spots. I'll rotate them 180 and I'll flop them so that they get the same amount of heat. We'll shut this so that we don't lose too much heat. Okay, so I just put the ribs on the grill, or in the grill smoker. What I would like to say is, don't open this back up. There's a tendency to peek at your cook. You're better off not even open this for, I would say, with ribs for an hour or an hour and a half. With pork and brisket, 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours. Don't even look at it. Just watch your temperature gauge. You know what's happening inside. Just let it do its job. It's the best tip I can give you on the initial part of your cook. Do not open this door, because if you open it, you pull all the heat and the smoke away from everything, and you kind of disrupt the cook. So just let the cooker do its job and trust that your temperature's right and that things are going right inside. Keep a good smoke going, and everything should turn out just perfect. I'll bring you back in about hour and a half, and we'll see how it's going. So when you're about halfway through your cook, your bark is going to get established on your ribs, and once that's established and going, you're going to want to start spraying down or mopping your ribs so they don't get dry. So what I usually use is a sprayer. I picked this up in a garden department at Menards, I think, and it's been fantastic. It has a wider nozzle, so particles don't get jammed in there, and if they do, I can clean it out. And plus, you can make a whole bunch if you want. Today I'm using black cherry juice, and I'm not going to make a whole bunch because the ribs don't take that much. I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there, and then I'll take some apple cider vinegar and put that in there. And then I'll water it down with some water. And then we're ready to go. Okay, we're at hour 2 for the smoke, and I'm going to open it up and check out the bark and make sure it's set. If it's not set, then I'm not going to spray. If you spray when the bark is not set, all that stuff is just going to drift off the meat. So you want to make sure your seasoning and stuff does not wash off when you put your mop on, okay? I'm going to open it up. I'm just going to touch it to see if it's established. It's pretty good. Nothing on my finger. Okay? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a light spray. Okay? Just like that. I'm going to shut it down. Let it go again. So I'll do that now. I'll probably spray every half hour, 45 minutes. And we'll see how it looks in another 45 minutes. Well, I got to mow in the yard, so it's been about almost 55 minutes, almost an hour. And we're going to spray the meat one more time, another time. Looking really good. Get it moist.
number 3 here. It's about 40 minutes since the last time, and let's put another spray of starting to see some pull away here. I'm not doing 3-2-1, guys. I'm going straight smoke the whole cook. So these will not come off the smoker. They will stay right where they're at. I did that a couple times ago, and I really like the flavor. I like the texture. So everything's going really good. Look at that pull away. We're doing really good here. I might swap the positioning just so that this gets going good, but it looks like I'm getting pull away here too. So there, the smoke is going really good. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to put the barbecue sauce on, and then I'll show you some finished pictures, or finished video and cutting it, and then my wife and I and our kids will partake. I should show a few little clips at the end, but I'll take you along for the saucing, and that'll stay on for about 20-30 minutes, and then we'll take them off. Look at those bad boys, huh? How do those look, huh? Those look pretty darn good. We're getting there. Shut. Well, the smoke is done. The ribs are ready to come off the cooker. I'm going to take them off and bring them upstairs to the kitchen, and I will slice them up and show you a little bit of the slicing. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a great time. Please like, share, and subscribe if you'd like. I'll have more videos coming out as I get cooked going. Probably every other week or every week. Probably not more than that. So, hope you have a great weekend. Thanks. Oh, these look good. So here they are. I'm going to put a little bit of rub just for aesthetics. And then it's pretty good. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not going to eat them. I don't like eating on camera. So hope you liked the video, and if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below. I'm always willing for listen to criticism, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you.